Stress, building tools. Welcome to SIEN. If I asked you to chop down a tree, but I didn't give you an axe, you won't be able to. The same is true for cutting down stress. You need certain physical tools to help you lower your baseline stress. In this video, I'm going to share some of those. Focus. Focus is linked to emotional maturity, lengthening the time between impulse and action or reaction. And it uses the same circuitry in the brain. Now, there are many ways to develop the skill of focus. Examples of that would be things like yoga, tai chi, meditation. But if these things aren't available, another really simple way to do it is to sit in a chair, switch on some music, and then try to move your arms and legs as slowly as you possibly can in any way that you want to, watching your hands and feet as you move. Every time you notice that you start to speed up, you slow back down again. So how this works is every time that you speed up, you notice and you slow back down, you are building pathways in the brain that the brain uses for focus, and as we've established, also for emotional management. Over time, the skill of focus helps you regulate your emotions better when you're in stressful situations. Exercise. Not only does exercise produce feel-good hormones like endorphins, it also helps to burn off the chemicals you produce when you're stressed. New research has shown that frequency trumps intensity for this purpose. So doing a little bit every single day is more valuable to you than doing a lot twice a week. How little? 5 to 10 minutes. So what does that look like? It could be something simple like putting on your running shoes and running as fast as you can down the street and then walking back, or putting on a song and dancing to it in the kitchen until you're exhausted. Did you know that exercising is completely against our nature? So finding exercise that you really enjoy is very important. Whatever gets you moving is the right exercise. Creating a habit of exercise is also tricky, so sometimes it helps if you attach it to something that you're already doing, a routine that you already have, like brushing teeth or drinking coffee. Community. Reach out, but choose your company wisely. Stress is contagious, remember? Sometimes when we're stressed, we isolate ourselves, and this just leads to us feeling unsupported and alone. We actually have parts of the brain that react very strongly to isolation. So sometimes we just have to force ourselves to reach out, or even to receive help or support. When we're stressed, we also often will lack the judgment, perspective, or creativity to help solve our problems. So talking to someone can be really helpful in gaining a new perspective or finding solutions that you hadn't thought of. Sometimes it's just about venting. There's a wonderful program in Zimbabwe where grandmothers will sit on benches with people and discuss their problems and the things that are causing them to feel stressed or depressed. Check the link in the description. This program is a wonderful example of how important community can be. Remember, help is available if you reach out in the form of friends, family, or medical health professionals. On the flip side, it's also important to identify individuals or groups that increase your baseline stress levels and to limit contact where possible. This is the responsible thing to do. Sometimes it just requires a little bit of creativity to know that a certain amount of time or a certain context or location is okay, and then you do just that, no more. Adventure. Doing things that make us uncomfortable or roughs us up a bit reminds us that we are more capable and tough than we think. This also helps to build resilience. This could be extreme things like outdoor sports, climbing, hiking, or something simple like making yourself take a cold shower. The cold water induces a stress response that you then have to overcome and realize that it wasn't so bad. Massage. Physical touch can be calming and emotionally stimulating, and if you combine this with aromatherapy oils, it could be deeply relaxing and stimulate the brain. All of the tools that I've mentioned in this video are aimed at lowering your baseline stress levels over time, but it requires dedication and practicing these things often. So see how many of these things you can start to incorporate into your life to live a life free of chronic stress. Thank you so much for watching. With aromatherapy oils.